Welcome. I'm your host, Dustin.
And I'm your co-host, Dean.
And today we have another very special episode. We have a bunch of the cast and crew of a Screenbox original movie called PussyCake. And we're going to get all covered in milk vomit. So I'm going to go ahead and...
we just give everyone a round of applause real quick.
Yes, because this movie is really, really good. So seriously, everybody did great. I'm going to introduce everybody. We have Pablo, who is the director and writer.
Hi.
We have Matias. I'm going to be really, really bad with names, so I'm sorry, guys. Who is the director of photography.
Hi, everybody.
And now we have Maka, who was the final girl, Ellie Cake.
Hi, everyone.
And we have Yotar, who is another producer and also running all the socials, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Several things at the same time.
And
the man behind the curtains.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. We always need someone back there doing all the other stuff that no one else wants to do, correct? Just like Dean and I.
Oh yeah.
Dean runs his own business, so he always has to run a bunch of other things at the same time. And for our show, I'm the one that does all the socials and whatnot. And Yotar, we kind of like hit it off pretty early. I think as soon as we got the screener, Dean, and we were talking about it, we shared it, and then you sent me a message. And you're like, "Hey, can we get on the show?" And here we are. We got most of the cast and crew on here, which is phenomenal, and it's a really pleasure to have everybody here because it's a really, really, really good movie.
No, thank you.
We are the only ones in the crew who can speak English.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Also
We are
that.
from Argentina.
I only speak English too, and I wish I learned other languages. I've been trying, but man, I just don't have enough time for it. So thank you for everybody who wanted to come on and talk about this crazy film.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to start off. This is kind of like a broad question. I guess Pablo, we could probably start with you. Is how long did it take to get this film either started or filmed?
Whoa, it was a very, very long process because this is an idea that we had like 10 or more years ago.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yes. With Hernan Saez, the co-director of this one, Plaga Zombie. It's a zombie movie trilogy that we made a long time ago. With Hernan, that he also do the camera work in PussyCake. Another guy called Hernan Moyano, he also makes movies, horror movies. We had this idea about the rock band going to the town and having a lot of trouble. At that moment, it was more exploitation. It was more focused on the women because it was a lot other time. Like 10 years ago, it was like other world. And when we shoot the PussyCake, it was we make it in the middle of all this
the Me Too movement.
Exactly. And so we had to balance it out. So, but at that time we didn't have the money to make the movie because we start the idea like small, but it grows and grows and grows. And in one moment we watch the script and we think, okay, we cannot do this. Time passes on. We made like a web series called Daemonium.
Oh, okay.
With Jotar and other guys. We sell this web series to Netflix in Argentina, and with that money, we go back to the original idea, and we rewrite it, and we adapt it to the version you watch.
Oh, that's awesome.
So since the idea to the start shooting, it was like 10 years.
Wow.
Then it took us like 1 year of shooting. We shoot the weekends, and because we have
almost every single weekend.
Yes.
No time
Yes.
off.
Almost.
It's a hard work.
Yeah.
No time to go and watch any real bands live because you'd be working.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. One thing in addition, what Pablo is saying is we started the casting process in 2018,
Wow.
and
Wow.
we spend the whole year trying to find the four PussyCakes and the manager. We made two like four, no? It was like 4 times, Pablo, right?
Yeah, we made a casting call. A lot of women came, and we made another call. This one, maybe this one, because we wanted to.
We were devastated because we couldn't find the right girls. And in the last one, we found in the same. It might sound bad, but in the same batch, we found Maka, Sophie, Aldana, and Anaí.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Flor Moreno, who plays Pato.
The
manager.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
Sucks.
You found them all in the same batch.
Yeah.
So-
I think Anaí, we knew her from other projects. He was doing some fantastic films, and she was on Crystal Eyes, a giallo from a couple of guys here in Argentina.
Oh, I love Giallo.
But she did the cast process as well, so they were all selected in that manner.
It's so cool. PussyCake actually feels like a real band as well. I mean, I've played in bands for years, and it actually feels like a real band as well. When you're watching these guys, you feel like they are a real band. It's very cool.
Yeah, there's also someone else who's been in bands. Yeah, I get that vibe. Like you've been together for a long time. There's a strong friendship between all the girls, and
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's badass, and the song too. It rips.
Thanks.
I love it, and actually the whole soundtrack really to this whole movie, whether it's just like background noise or whatever it may be, it's very well put together, really well produced. For being a movie that took a long time to get done. So congrats to everybody, seriously, whether you were acting in it or you're being part of behind the camera, whatever it may have been. Like really, really good job on everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. About the band and the relations between the girls, we think it with you, Maka, and with the other actresses. We sit down and say, okay, well, let's invent how you know each other. Yeah, and like it was like a group work. She writes the songs. She knows her from when they were childs. This was the bass player is like is paid. Is not part of the original band, so that's why he acts differently. We think like the whole logic, but we didn't explain it in the movie. We do this with everything in the movie. We try to understand.
Remember, Pablo? Do you remember we did that on the custom try, the best story trials? We gathered around all the girls, and you sat with them to explain all this.
We made it all in that moment. We think it, but with all the actresses. So I don't know how to explain it. Para que se sientan parte de la película. Si querés, Maca, vos que hablas mejor.
You feel part of the film.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Writing a whole backstory like that with everybody there. That's really, really cool. Dean, I don't know if you wanted to shoot off a couple of questions before I start going off on these. I'll let you talk a little bit.
Yeah, so I was sort of reading up some of the other reviews, and a lot of people have been sort of relating the film to a lot of Evil Dead. I've heard a lot of people bring up Evil Dead, and also Predator. Me personally, when I was watching it, I could see some kind of early Peter Jackson influences, perhaps Brain Dead, that kind of vibe. That I saw that more than anything else, actually. And I'm a huge fan of the early Peter Jackson films. Were those influences those films, or if not, what were the kind of influences behind PussyCake? And also, where did the name PussyCake come from? That's such a cool name for a
A great name.
Yes.
It is, yeah. But yeah, so we'll go with the first one. Yeah. So what were kind of the the influences like? I saw you put your thumbs up, Pablo, for Peter Jackson. So I'm guessing definitely some
Bad Taste.
Oh,
The first
Bad Taste.
one
Yeah.
was my favorite movie of all time. But we didn't try to make Bad Taste.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
To do a more elegant movie, but we have that in our I don't know how to say it. We cannot. We try to make it more elegant, but it
Yeah.
a lot of vomits.
Yeah, like a lot of nods towards dark style. Yeah.
We make the vomits with soy milk.
Oh, the milk vomit.
For us,
Yeah.
for us, it's not vomit; it's soy milk. So when
I believe Maca,
For you, but for the actress, it's awful to make that.
Maca,
With
In a
Ades,
way-
the brand that we use name here, Ades, it's a sweet juice too, and different kind of products. And we use the soy milk and for the vomits, but then we use also leche condensada, ¿cómo se dice?
yes, like milk.
condensed milk.
Condensed milk.
condensed
Okay.
milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
thick, nice and like
To give
Very
it
syrup.
to make it a little bit thicker,
Oh,
And
I
it's
think-
gooey.
it's
A
very
little bit
sweet.
gooey.
more
That
gooey.
I
every
think
single person that have to vomit on the film, I think that have a post-traumatic thing that you're never gonna taste
know.
again the soy milk or the condensed milk. It's like I can't taste it anymore.
I mean,
I
at least it tasted good. It could have been something
Yes,
really
yeah.
bad.
It tasted good, but not for working every
Yeah.
single weekend. It's like, okay, I'm done with this.
you get all sticky as well. It was sticky with the condensed milk. I think you guys did a really good job of holding it down though, because anything like vomit wise just makes me actually want to gag and vomit. So I think if anyone was
amazing.
firing this on me, I actually probably would have vomited
Same.
for him.
You want to know the secret of the vomit machine?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. If you want to share it.
yeah.
Well, we have this guy that is amazing, Rodrigo Lapetini, who is a very great guy on effects and building machines. He's the one who built the portal of the
Oh,
the
wow,
end,
yeah,
beginning
yeah.
of the movie, and he's very good with mechanical things and actual things that works. That is his specialty. So he built this compressor with a long
It's an air compressor.
with like a big
Tube.
long small tube, and that was attached to the side of every actor entering
Yes.
here on the mouth and going out at the center of the mouth like a faucet.
Oh,
And that was
wow.
erased.
The vomit
That
goes
was erased on post-production. The machine was able to pump up 4 liters. I don't know how much is 4 liters because you guys use royal standards.
That's quite a lot.
But
Yeah.
like 2 gallons. I don't know.
Yeah. It's about that. Yeah. It's a lot.
But- the tricky thing is that the vomits goes into the mouth and hits
Comes
into
out.
a cap that make it go to the front again. So you understand that
yeah.
Like deflects it, yeah.
it goes in
Like a
and
faucet. Really,
hits
like a
and
faucet.
boom. So that's why
Wow.
it looks like real vomit, because we didn't wanted you to see the actual
Only
when
spraying
the
out,
effects is
like
like
more
this.
that.
It's more than a spray from your mouth than just I don't know the word for Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
The effects was so good in this movie. I can see, you said when you sort of sold out of the movie and you got some more money through from Netflix, and then you kind of went back and rewrote this and put it in. So I'm guessing that's where a lot of it went into the effects, because the effects are great in this. There's some really, really strong effects. Another scene that really stayed with me actually, and I was like, wow, that's eerie and cool as fuck at the same time, was the heads in the sand, all those heads in the sand. That was so trippy. How did you guys do that? Did you actually bury people in the sand for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, but not that much.
Almost 4 or 5 people
Right.
are buried. It's the
Buried.
name buried.
Yes.
Yeah,
Their
buried in the
necks.
sand.
All during
Up to
one
here.
day. Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
We had like a lot of fake heads, but we also
Right.
big holes. We put like a chair inside the hole, and here
Yeah.
we put like a piece of wood here, and we covered with sand because we had to change the actors all the time. Now you came here, go there, so we didn't have the time to make a new hole every time.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, no one
made
was
that
really
part-
buried.
Oh, sorry.
No, that in fact, no one was really buried because we had that device Pablo explained, because we had to change it from one part to the other all the time.
Yeah.
The
I guess
only
if the tide came in as well and you couldn't get out, I guess they'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
In that part, we did it. We buried. We really buried.
Buried. Yes.
Buried.
It's okay.
Aldana, Cosmaca has to take it out for real.
Has to unburied. I don't know how to say it.
You dig them
Yeah,
out.
yeah, dig out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have a really funny anecdote about those days that we filmed on the coast, because we left those scenes to October. Here in October is springtime, and we just think everyone thinks that it's gonna be a warm weather, and everyone says, okay, in October it's like 20 degrees. We have to film it on that month, and we arrived on October to the Argentinian coast. We have very windy weather and 6 degrees.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
It was like impossible to do.
Impossible.
What a lot of wind. Wind.
Yeah.
And we have to stay with our
ground level.
costume. We have our costume. It's like, I don't know, it's a little bit thin, the different costume to support the weather. And I remember that moment that I put a foot on the beach, and I said, I can survive this day.
Wow.
And it was 2
I
days.
became freezing. I spent 1 minute on the beach, and I became freezing. It's like, okay, I don't know how to do it. And it's like,
At
the
least you
blanket
had the fur coat.
Blanca
the
is
blanket
the
is
final
it didn't
girl,
enough.
really.
Was it not enough to be aware from the wind and the weather of the coast of Argentinian coast, and it's very difficult to film it. And we spent 3 days on the beach filming that scenes. And it's very difficult for us, really.
Yeah.
We get
was
through
painful.
too many climates, because too many weathers, because we spent 1 year filming the movie. So we start on summer and we end it on the next summer.
Yeah,
It's
that's nuts.
With the
Yeah.
same clothes.
with the same clothes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Well, you got through it, and you made it something amazing out of it. So
Yeah.
thank you for going through that for us.
On the subject of the clothes, who designed the wardrobe? Because you guys had some really snazzy outfits. I loved the fur coat that you wore, Maka, that had all the lights inside when you're on
Yeah,
stage.
that was so cool.
Really super cool.
Super
Yeah.
cool.
Did you
Yeah.
guys kind of come up with your own ideas for the outfits, or did you have somebody design
No,
those?
we have a costume designer named Loli,
Right, yeah.
and she creates every single costume for the movie.
That's
Wow.
so cool.
Wow, that's really.
We spend a lot of money in the costumes because it was just for five characters. So we spend like, I don't remember, like $500 in every for each
Every
girl.
person.
Every
Yeah.
costume. In Argentina, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's like a month pay of a salary month pay for just one costume for each girls.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
It
it's
was-
worth
Yeah,
it.
that and the vomit.
And the vomits.
Yeah, the
Of course.
vomit. You can't forget about
No,
that.
and the fake blood. The fake blood too.
Well, the fake blood. But we're in the business. We're in the business of fake blood for years, so it's like a walk in the park for us.
It's amazing to film a movie during 1 year with fake blood putting on your face. I remember that I went to my father's birthday with the blood on my face.
Oh,
It's
no.
like, okay, I don't have any time to take it off, so I will be there like this. And when I arrived to my father's home, it's like, what is going on with
What
you,
are you
Maka?
doing?
It's like, okay, I don't know. I'm gonna stay here and like this, and I have to sing happy birthday to you with full of blood on my face.
That's awesome. Though. That's really awesome. That's a moment to remember. That's really, really cool. So Dean and I, we had this theory. Yotar, you kind of told me that we were wrong about this when we were talking about it, because I think you listened to the episode. But the hunter. So I had a theory that, so this is like a multiverse movie. You know, the portal opens and then a bunch of other things happen. I was thinking that the hunter was maybe the sun at the beginning. And I was told I was wrong. And Dean and I are still scratching our heads. Who is the hunter?
Well, this is the real story behind the movie. It's like a fight between the two insects, the slug and the insect inside the hunter's body.
Hunter.
You know, I never even
Yeah,
thought of it
parasite.
that way.
A symbiont.
Oh.
It's a battle between these small creatures that make all this mayhem. And
So it's
the
just
slug
bugs.
controls bodies from the neck, and the other insect controls your body from inside. It's like a Krang from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, or the little guy on Men in Black.
But not here,
Oh, yeah,
here,
yeah.
like in the heart.
Yeah.
It's not the boy. In the original script, the boy, we have to watch the boy again in the beach, buried in the beach.
Oh, so he gets captured. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But we didn't have the money to take the boy, take it to the beach 2 more days or 3 more days. The boy was very young. It has to go with his father. So we take that idea and take it out.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
It's not-
Our theory was kind of cool because it's like, oh, what if like this portal just like made him from like another dimension or something, and he just came back as a hunter. Like
That's what we
that's
come
cool
up with,
to
yeah.
play around with.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's because the boy uses the cape to cover the portal. And when this hunter comes to our world, takes something
Cape.
very from here to as a camouflage.
Yeah.
If you want to camouflage yourself in the city, you put like a Coca-Cola sign.
Yeah, it
over
was so
you.
cool.
That's why this is
Yeah.
the
And like the makeup design is really, really cool too. So I wanted to ask you, Maka, how intimidating was it to see this hunter there and you had to fight him? Because at the end, you're the one that takes him out. So like I was wondering, like, how intimidating or scary was it to have to like act with this beast?
It's a little bit difficult to act with the beast and the hunter because it's very tall.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I love that photo.
Is
I love it.
amazing.
Ah.
Yeah, I love that photo. It's so cool.
like the Star Wars one.
Yes.
That's so cool.
I remember that moment that we just watched the original photograph, and it's like, okay, I have to make this face and cut the hunter like this. So it's a very similar position for us. But it's really, what is the question? Sorry, I
was just asking like if it was scary or intimidating to have to act with this gigantic hunter beast thing. Like, were you actually terrified? Because the makeup is crazy on him.
It's awesome. The makeup, it's awesome for the hunter, and in every single detail, the movie have many details about makeup and things. But not with the hunter. It's not difficult for me and scary with the hunter. But every single night before we film the movie, we have the days of filming. I have terrible nightmares.
Oh,
terrible, horrific nightmares. It's like someone wants to kill me and spread vomit on my face, and I spent a whole year having nightmares. It's like awful, but it's okay. I'm just making a horror movie. It's part of
part of the job.
Part of the job. And I spent 1 year with the nightmares. It's like okay.
Turning up to birthday parties covered in blood and vomit. It's just, became the norm after a while.
Yes, I'm very scary with the horror movies. I watch too many horror movies for the film, and it's like okay, when I went to my bathroom, I have to check out about the bath.
I love that. That's awesome.
Because I always thinking that someone is gonna kill me when I don't know, washing my face, and it's like okay, I have to check first and then make the things. But with the hunter on the beach, we have to film the fight. It's very difficult because the sand, it's not
hard.
It's not solid. It's like more like, I don't know how to say it.
Spongy is probably the best way to do it.
Yes. Okay. It's spongy, so it's difficult to get a punch on the face, and it became real. It's like Pablo said to me, okay, we have to do it again, Maca, because it's a little bit weird. And it's like, yes, it's weird, because it's like, okay, in a video game, maybe like this. And you have to kill the hunter in this moment. It's like, okay, I have to fight.
The problem with the hunter is the guy didn't watch. It's like blind.
I just remember.
He was blind.
And also all the parts of
prosthetics.
The prosthetics in the hand, it was like a 3D printed, and it was hard.
Oh, it's 3D printed? Oh, that's awesome.
But it can hurt you. Like it was not safe. So but it was not easy to make the fights and not be real harmed.
Yeah.
That's why all the fights are. It was very difficult to make.
It was very difficult to film in, but I think that the result is very good.
Yeah, it came across like you were really punching, and everybody was really attacking and hitting each other. So it came out really, really good, regardless of things you had to do to be safe on that. Everything came out, I think, amazing. But the thing is, like, you killed the one guy who was trying to help you guys. He wasn't attacking you at all.
Yes, but we didn't know that till the end of the movie and the edition. It's like, okay, sorry, Hunter.
Yeah, it's like, like there was so many times I was just like, what are you doing? Don't attack him. He's trying to get the other guys. Like, leave him alone.
He was big, scary looking though, man. I think I would have gone for him as well, to be fair.
And the noises that he was emitting too, with the little bug too, was also very, very scary. When you heard that thing, you know you're in for something.
I've got a question for Mattia. So being the director of photography, what was kind of the hardest scene for you to shoot? What was the most challenging scene for you to kind of,
as the guys have mentioned, the beach was quite a challenge because Maca said when we arrived to the place, it was so windy that it was quite a nightmare for shooting, because we took the decision that we couldn't afford to take heavy equipment, big lights and that, and so I say, hey, we got the sun, it's awesome, and we got a lot of light, and we are going to use big reflectors to guide it and shape the lighting.
Yeah.
So we took this big heavy reflectors into the beach. We had to carry that like 200 meters into the beach.
Oh, wow.
We did that thing, and
A long beach.
we didn't wear a very big crew photography crew that in that shoot, and that was heavy, but it wasn't. There was so much wind that it was scary and not very safe, because these reflectors were so big that even
Yeah.
we fired them, sometimes the wind comes and throw them away. And in some situations, they fall very near to the actress,
Wow.
and it was a particular very scary and very not safe. We tried to make it more safe. Well, there was one moment that we have an accident that we have to put a reflector very far away to get the last bit of sun that was because it was sunset, and we needed to bounce some lights for a shot, and we put it very
Far away.
high. Yeah,
high.
and from really high, and it fall off. We had it very attached to the ground, and also, but wind came and was very hard, and fell off and hit our producer Leonardo in the head. Fortunately, he was harmed. It was
Yeah.
that was like the most biggest mess up. I take responsibility for doing it, but yeah, the beach was the most hard part of the
That's
film.
very
because
difficult.
Also taking care of the equipment, you imagine salty water and sand,
Yeah.
the lens camera
Yeah.
with not very pleasant thing, and we have to be cleaning everything between shots, and that makes the shooting more long, and also taking blood into the lens and that stuff. But yeah, it's after that the whole other aspect films were quite okay.
That's
We
good.
can say.
I think
Yeah.
wind is the worst in any situation. Wind just ruins everything.
Yeah. I agree on that.
But I can imagine, yeah, but especially on a windy beach, you got sand flying around, you got, cold weather conditions and things falling over near the actresses. Yeah, that's hard work, man. Yeah.
Yes, and we have to cave, and we have to act, and we have a full
Yeah.
of bodies
Chaos.
beside your body, and I have to escape with the
Yeah.
bodies. ¿Cómo se dice arriba? On top
Yeah,
on
the
me.
pile of bodies. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
the pile of body. It's very difficult.
Hmm.
Also, imagine being buried and the wind blowing your eyes.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Oh man.
So
Good.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Dustin, maybe go ahead and ask the question again, Dustin.
Yeah, sure. So I was just wondering if there was a kill that was harder to pull off than all the rest. Like if there was one that was hard to accomplish on film. Like if there was something, whether it was like with prosthetics or if it was just not filming right and you guys had to reshoot it a bunch of times.
I think
Yes, for me the most difficult is that we try to do like a bit more serious movie than the things we used to do, because all the movies today are very serious, very real. So it's not easy to make things more serious, because everything can fall apart at any second.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's a very slow process. It's perdón, se está escuchando algo, alguien está metiendo quilombo, chicos. No sé qué es. Fíjense de mutear el audio. Sorry, I'm telling you that about
No, it's okay.
the audio.
There's a bit of a weird sound going on. I don't know if anyone can hear it. Yeah.
And other problem, it was like we had a budget, but we didn't have enough budget to pay all the crew. So we only can pay a few things, and now with when we get money back from Screenbox and other places, we pay everyone. So we have to manage to work around the times and the schedule of everyone. And so I don't know, it was like a nightmare, because this weekend I can, it is.
Oh yeah.
And what else? I don't know, and also the post-production, because in the last years there is a new thing in movies called quality control.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like a quality standards that are okay if you are a big production company, but we are like dudes making movies. So it was like a nightmare for this movie to pass all the quality control labs, because it's a very handheld, like the camera is moving all the time. I don't know. It's not like a polished movie. It's.
Do you mean like production value, like the sort of quality control? Do you mean like production value?
No.
Like that?
I'm talking about technical stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Like techniques you got to use, certain
Exactly.
things you got to do that.
Actually,
Yeah.
Like 5 years ago, you made a movie in your house and you go, you sell it. That's it.
Yeah.
Now you have to pass to a lot of filters called quality control.
Yeah.
So for us, it was like something new, and it was like a very, very traumatic process. If you have a production company behind you, it's okay, but for you're a guy making a movie or room, sos vos, Jotar. El ruido.
Yeah, I mean, like the movie came out really great, regardless of any troubles you guys had to go through. It looks super polished. It's very colorful, which is another thing I really, really like in movies, is the color, and all the makeup really pops on screen, especially with the close-ups with Simon and stuff when he's like running around too is really funny. Like there is some like comical moments in here that kind of break all the tension that's going on. And the kills are just amazing. So Maka, I wanted to ask you, since you decided to, well, not that you decided, but it's written in the script that you have to take out the hunter. How fun was it beating him up and doing essentially, well, not like the final kill, but like the last big kill? How was it fighting the hunter?
The final fight for me, it's an amazing memory that I have, because it's very difficult too, but it's amazing because I have to fight against my girlfriend, and it's very symbolic for me, because before my relationship with this girl, I have another relationship that my boyfriend just beat me. So it's very difficult for me, and I empowered myself, and I have to fight, and I say, okay, I said, okay, it's my life or her life, so I have to fight with all my strength. And it's amazing because we made too many shots, and then the edition fixed everything, fixed very well, and it's very difficult. I remember that I have injuries, no, lastimaduras, ¿cómo se dice?
Interest. Yes.
Okay, injuries on my skin because I just roll on the ground and I have to make some movements that I really don't make, and I have a costume with seconds. It's the lentejuelas.
I don't know.
I have the seconds on my costume,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
very difficult because I don't have a protection under that, so I have to put my face on on a tree and punch my girlfriend on the face. Well, everything is act, but we really done it on the ground, and we have to run and fall down our body to the ground, to the grass, to the wood. It's very difficult, but it's awesome. It's awesome because it's the final scene on the movie, so it's very significant for me, like an actress make that situation, and it's very fun because you never make that on your real life.
Yeah,
Fight
I would
against
hope
a
not.
zombie. I think so. It's like I have to fight against a zombie. It's like, okay, we have to do it. And Aldana, on the end of the fight, have to vomit blood too. And it's like, okay, I have to make a monologue before that and say every single feeling that I have for her. And it's like very sensitive moment. I really remember that, like I'm crying on the scene, and it's very significant. It's a beautiful moment on the.
We talked with you, Mac, and with Aldana. We didn't have a big budget to make an explosive ending, like a Hollywood-like ending. So I say to both of you, okay, we have two great actresses, and our climax will be you acting. It's like a big pressure.
You did a fantastic job. You did a fantastic
we
job.
make it like a dramatic climax because we didn't have the budget to make like a big climax. Like
the thing is, you didn't need it. You didn't need it for this. Everything, like the whole movie is such a ride that I love how the ending is and how you have to overcome this thing with your girlfriend and realizing that, like, well, I'm left, so I'm mad, and I'm gonna go and do what I can. And like, I love how there's like a cliffhanger at the end. It kind of hints that there's gonna be a second one. Is there gonna be a second one?
Dale, Pablo.
Well, in the script, there is this shot you want to see in the beach, a hell and a slug coming out, like the classic ending, post-credit scene, but it was such a cliche, and we say no. With this, but I don't know if this takes us like 3 years of work. It's a long time, and every single sequel gets less audience than the original. You have this kind of audience in the first one. In the second one, you have the half. So it's very risky to do a sequel. Maybe if the movie really works and we get a lot of money, we pay everyone, maybe then the idea is to make something like Aliens. Now she have to go back to the town with like,
I would love to see it. I want
more people to kill a lot of zombies.
I want to see Ellie just go ham. I want it to be an even crazier Evil Dead, like an Evil Dead 2. You can do that one. I want to see you just go crazy and being like, like all of my friends are dead. I need to do something, and then get you back to the machine and go to another universe where they're alive. That would be cool.
I like the idea.
Yeah, you know what? If we don't ever see it in movie format, I feel like we should at least see it in graphic novel format. I feel like it'd make a fantastic graphic novel.
Comics is a big thing right now with a lot of movies. I think that would definitely work.
Definitely, man. And some PussyCake action figures, man. We definitely need the action figures.
Yes.
I like that idea.
Do it. Come on, Screenbox. Help them out.
So talking to Screenbox, how did you get involved with Screenbox? How did they discover the movie, and how did that all come around?
Well, I watch a lot of horror movies, like every night, one or two. So I think in the distribution companies at the beginning of the movies, and I think, well, what other movies like this, who is the best distribution company for this kind of movie? And I think in Raven Banner, I write to them, I look for them in Google.
Yeah.
Wow.
I write to them, listen, guys, I watch all your movies. I think they are great. We made this one. Maybe you like it.
Wow. So
And
you
they like it.
That's fantastic, man. She's literally just cold calling, just
Yeah.
shot them a message, and they love. That's so
A little
cool.
bit of a shot in the dark, and it worked.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's awesome.
Because all our contacts here in Argentina watch the movie and say, no, it's too gore, it's too much vomit, too.
Really?
Oh, come
Yes.
on. You can't tame a movie like this. You need all that stuff. You need all the blood and the vomit, the arm rippings and everything. Need it.
Did any of you guys? They showed it over here recently in London at Fright Fest.
Yeah.
Were any of you guys in attendance? Did any of you guys go along to that?
No.
Oh, it's a fantastic festival, Fright Fest. It's very, very cool. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it along this year, but yeah, I imagine you get such a great horror crowd at that festival, and they're all kind of cheering and whooping. And I can imagine a film like PussyCake would have just had them, going crazy. I'd love to have seen the audience reaction to that.
If I can say something, we have that experience, Dean, that you are talking about. When we premiered the most important festival of horror here in Argentina, which is
Okay.
the Buenos Aires Rojo Sangre, Red Blood, and show this premiere, all the cinema full up from the first row to the last, and people cheering and screaming and victoring. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
That's great, man. You can't beat watching a film like that with a horror audience, because every time they see a really kind of gory kill, they're like, "Yeah, come on,
Yeah, I need more. Come on." Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes, during the film, it's like, okay, I never seen something like that. In every moment, it's like, clap your hand. It's like we are the Rolling Stone for a moment. It's like, okay.
You guys deserve it. You made such a kick-ass movie, man. Yeah, you definitely deserve
And
it. Fantastic.
The LSD trip scene is so funny too. Oh, it's so good. With Julie Kate going over to the first scene at the beach. That was so funny. I was not expecting what the hell was gonna happen. I'm like, oh, okay, she's taking a stroll over there, and then there's a bunch of heads in the sand. And here we go. Oh,
If
man,
you experience that kind of substances, is more strong, because she touching the water and the trees. Oh, it's so pretty, and suddenly
it's like, oh crap.
Super bad trip.
No.
And the original script, it was much better, because she watched all the heads in the beach, and all the heads like sing the song.
Oh, that's so cool.
All happy, and suddenly she realized they are all dead. But remember when we went to the beach, the last day rains, so we lost 1 day of shooting, and we have to compress the scene, and we shoot it very fast, like in one morning. So that idea has to go to, it's like things that happens in low budget.
Damn weather ruins everything.
You guys look like you got some beautiful beaches over there. That opening scene where it sort of pans across the beach, that's stunning. That's a stunning shot. Very opening scene. I think it's the very opening scene, right? Yeah.
It's not in Argentina.
Oh, okay.
I can't say much more.
Where is that then? I want to go there. Okay.
On another dimension.
Yes, we can't tell you.
Yes. Got you. Wherever that was beautiful.
Where the hunter came from.
Yes.
So I kind of want to go around the board here. I think this would be kind of fun. So, Pablo, we can start with you. Do you have a favorite scene?
In the movie,
Yeah. There's a lot.
I really like when she had to take the monster from her head.
Oh yeah, the ending.
She wakes up and she realized that she had something attached to her head and she had to take it, because I really like those faces, like in Total Recall. Remember the Paul Verhoeven movie?
Yeah.
Those Arnold Schwarzenegger faces.
Yeah.
So I put the camera like here. It was not possible to go with the camera closer to the actress, and she was really good making those faces. I don't know. I like that moment.
Yeah, that was a really cool one too. Maka, I'll ask you. Do you have a favorite scene, whether it's one that you acted in or just one in the movie in general?
Yes, I have two favorite scenes.
Okay.
One of that is the final fight, and the other is on the beach where I have the full bodies on top of me, and I
Okay.
have to escape and to save my girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
That's one of the most. I really remember that moment, and it's a great scene and a great memory for me.
It was difficult because Aldana, that's the girl who is buried, she starts to someone start, she gets like bother, and she starts to say, please take me out, I can't stand it, I can't. And I say to you, wait please, one more shot, wait. And she's really bad, and it's
because she spent really all the time, all the day on the sand buried.
Yeah.
So
oh wow,
it's very
yeah,
difficult.
That would definitely take a toll on you, I would imagine. Yeah, but I mean, hey, she made it through and pulled off an amazing performance. So, congrats. Matthias, how about you? Do you have a favorite scene?
Well, everybody mentioned it, but I really like the ending. I really like the final fight. It's very emotional. That's a very dramatic, nice point. But if I can add another one,
Sure.
I really like the suspense on the house when they are at the house at the night, and and to make a contrast, I really like the beginning, the start the show, because we can see all of them together, and you can see there's another vibe. It's like some friendship, but also there is some polar opposite conflict.
Yep.
You can see a little bit, but and also the music sound. You can see the band rocking, and yeah, it has quite some little spots. Very nice little spot to watch.
Yeah, I agree. Yotar, so I'm just asking everybody if they had a favorite scene in the movie. Do you have a favorite scene that you'd like to pick out and highlight?
Yeah, I do. Many of you just said it. Matthias just said. I love the recital, the show of the PussyCake, because yeah, I feel that they really connect and they feel like a band. The scene was a lot longer in a moment. We watched a first cut with Pablo and the others, and it was too long. It was a shame to cut it, but we finally did it. We reduced it like 1 minute, an entire minute. Yeah,
4 or 5.
Yeah, and more too. And I just love that scene. And in a moment we were asking ourselves, what can we put on the end of the movie? And I remember, well, they present themselves on the show when the show is over. We can use that, like it's a way to get them back, and the people who watch them die all over the film. This is a second opportunity to see them again.
Yeah, I really like that touch that you guys did at the end. Really, that's really cool. Them all introducing each other and playing the music. I think that definitely added another element to the film that's really cool. So if anybody like who's listening to this, if you've watched this movie and you shut it off before the ending credits, watch throughout the credits because you have a little bit of a special scene there with the whole band, introducing themselves and a little bit more banter that I really like. Because all the girls, the chemistry that everybody had on set, like it's so good. It feels like it's happening like where I am. Like this is just a bunch of girls that are in a band that's doing a show down the street, and then they just walk into hell. It's really cool. So really good job in everybody.
Definitely.
I guess another thing that we can do that's kind of fun also is Pablo, we'll start with you again. You have a favorite kill?
The manager, when all the
The
guts
stomach.
go to the floor.
That's brutal.
The bodies. We try to do like art there, but with real cow inside.
Wow. Okay.
Real. That's why it feels real, or it feels like what. It's cheaper to make it fake. You go to a place to buy meat.
Butcher.
Wow, buy all the intestines.
That's awesome.
Yes.
We also do for the ending when Maca is killing the slug, we use like a real chicken, but the shot didn't work.
Oh.
It's like a real piece of chicken, because I wanted to watch it like really
shred apart and everything.
Yeah, but it didn't work. So we didn't use it. So I think that the.
All right. What about you, Maka? Do you have a favorite kill?
Yes, the manager kills too, because it's very unexpected. It's like, what?
Yeah.
In one moment, he punched the monster with a pen, and then the guy, the zombie, just put the hand into her and take the organs off. So, and it's like, what is going on?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting watching that either. I really thought that was going to be it and she was just going to go crazy, but nope. All that buildup of the pen, like earlier on, you're foreshadowing it with her like putting it in her hair and everything, which was a really cool touch. And that was ultimately her demise.
And the final phrase that she said, it's like que concha caliente, and it's like a hot pussy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Because she goes to the town just to watch this guy. She didn't care about the man. She wanted to go to watch this old boyfriend.
The good old Simon.
Yes.
And the boyfriend became a zombie, and then he killed Pato, and it's like, oh.
The zombie is the actual director of art.
Yeah, I saw that in the credits. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
He also do the poster of the movie. He is like a part of the team.
That's awesome. It's really cool that everybody's so close knit in a family. I've always loved that element with films when everybody feels like a family, and I can tell that you all feel like a family and all friends. So that's really cool. Matthias, what about you? Do you have a favorite kill?
Well, the manager killed, but it was actually really hard to do. Was actually also the head split in the beach when the hunter. Didn't have that. That's what that was. I remember we did like I don't know, like 100 takes to make that work, because it was already a fake head, a rubber head replica. It was really well made, but when you make a very close-up shot, you can see that it's a fake head.
Yeah.
but it happened so fast that the trick worked. I don't know. It's
Yeah, I like that
magic.
kill a lot. That's definitely in my top 3. I enjoy that one.
We digitally touch that effect. You now you can't see the rubber head. We put like the real head a couple of frames. So, but it was difficult because we have the sun. It was too much light. It's very difficult to hide like a rubber head.
Yeah.
It was like almost sunset. Sun was already almost gone. So we had to make it really fast, but we had to make it good.
Yeah.
So pressure for that shot. And also, it was almost one of the last shoots we had in the pitch. So it's get it or die. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it came out really, really good. Yotar, what about you? Do you have a favorite kill that you would like to highlight?
Yeah, I was about to say the same than Mati, but he did it first. So I'm gonna go with my second favorite, which is the way their friends put down PussyCake, which converts in a zombie on the house, and she grabs both friends from the neck, and they give her a lot with a butcher knife, and they split the face in several parts, and also a shoulder. We did a lot of gory that night.
Yeah, also
fast.
like hitting the face too is really, really cool. I can imagine that was
that's
really
edition.
hard to shoot.
Yeah,
That was
it's
my
pure
favorite kill,
edition. It's like Pablo can say it better because you cut and you change the makeup. Pablo can say it.
We had like a couple of prosthetic steps, different makeups, and we also have to do like a fake knife, like also 3D printed, because she's like hitting like this. It's not hitting the face because the camera shoots in the same angle. But with the real, we can also use a real knife. But if the actress goes a little further,
Yeah, I don't want to risk that. There goes your eye.
So a couple of nights before the shooting, we think, okay, wait, this can be dangerous. We can do like a fake knife. And the same guy who do the armor for the hunter make like a fake 3D printed knife. And also now is shake the camera, do this, and throw a lot of blood.
A lot of blood, yeah. Really, really cool.
Old school.
And that moment was very funny on the set because Aldana hit the face of Anaí, and on the other side, one of the crew is like spread the blood with it's like
I want that job. I want to be the blood
punch on the
spreader.
face, and Simon is like with the blood. Aldana punch on the face, and the others.
That's awesome. Dean, do you have a favorite kill?
I was going to go with that one as well in the house there.
Yeah.
Chopping away. That one was very kind of Evil Deadish, Deadite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is Sam Raimi moment.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I thought, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is a good kill." Yeah, that was my favorite kill. But then also the manager too with the pen. There's so many great kills in the movie. But yeah, I think that one in the house was that one in the house was my top. I think I really.
The house one's my first one. Then it's the manager, and then it's the decapitation. That's my my 3 that I really like because it's really, really good. I think that's pretty much all that I have for my main question. Dean, I have one I'm going to ask, but I don't know if you had anything that you wanted to throw.
No, I've been through my list as well. No, all I was going to say was, I've myself been in a band for many years. I've been on tour in a van with a bunch of musicians, and been to many parties after gigs and seen a lot of zombies there as well. You guys totally nailed the whole vibe, man. You made a great movie, and you really it felt very realistic. It was great. I mean, it's realistic in a band sense, maybe not the zombie sense.
Yeah, I would hope not. I don't want to live in that world.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm out of questions out here though.
All right, Pablo, this will probably be a question mainly for you or anybody else if you have any information. Is there going to be any physical release of this film for us to buy and keep in our house?
Yes. Now there is a Blu-ray edition, I think in Germany.
In Germany.
Oh wow!
With a great new cover, and I think in US too.
All right, I'm going to have to check on that because I'm definitely going to buy it.
Cinedim has the rights for the distribution. So in the US, Raven Banners sold them to them. So Cinedim is the one through Screenbox or Broadly Disgusting who might be releasing a Blu-ray.
I'm going to have to reach out to Brandon. Brandon works with Cinedim over there, does all the acquisitions. So I'm sure you guys probably talked with Brandon Hill. He's the one that helped you guys get on Screenbox. So and we just interviewed him and Alex last week. So that was really, really cool of that. So I'm definitely going to reach out and see if I can buy it because I want some PussyCake in my house.
See if you can get me one. We never get anything over in the UK. Everything.
Dean, I'll get you one. Don't worry, man. When you come over here later this month, I'll make sure to ship it over to you. So,
hell yeah, baby.
Yeah. This was super fun. Thank you for everybody, taking some time out of your day and coming to talk to us about PussyCake because it was great. Maka, great job being Ellie Cake. I want to see more of you. I want to see more of you because it was great. So if we do get a spin-off or a comic book with you in it or something, I'm buying that 100%.
Okay.
We
start doing this.
I recommend
a
you.
Great idea. We have to start the project.
Yes, do it.
Excellent.
We know a really good comic book artist, actually.
Yes.
Guys, I recommend you a movie that Pablo mentioned before. That is Daemonium. D-A-E-Monium.
Okay.
That's the project we did before, and the one who let us do PussyCake.
All right, awesome. We'll definitely track that down and watch it because I want to see some more stuff. And Pablo, just don't stop. Keep going, man. Keep writing. Keep directing.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, you guys have all done some serious good stuff. So Matthias, also don't stop doing all the shots, man. You're getting there. I want to see you in more movies as well. So and hopefully some more Screenbox originals from you guys. That would be really, really cool. Because this was absolutely awesome. So thank you for being here. Seriously.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I know after this, I'm probably gonna go watch PussyCake again. So I'm gonna go on there and give you guys some more views because you all deserve it. And for anybody listening to this, make sure you get Screenbox and you go watch PussyCake or anywhere you can watch it near you. Buy it physically or anything because this movie seriously kicks some ass. This is us signing off. It was the Barrens Hideout Podcast, and I was your host, Dustin.
Your co-host, Dean of the Dead.
That was the cast and crew of PussyCake. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.